Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage where badge hype gets tossed in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the showroom door, and what we're left with is the kind of raw, real-world driving truth that only comes from time behind the wheel. If you're new here, buckle up as this is your pit stop for no-nonsense car reviews, and today, we're diving deep into something that's been quietly redefining luxury sedans for over 2 decades. The 2026 Audi A6. Exterior. Now, the A6 has always been the kind of car that whispers instead of shouts. It's never tried to outflex a BMW 5 Series or a pomp Mercedes E-Class. Instead, Audi leans into what it does best: clean design, tech-forward interiors, and a drive that's more about precision than performance peacocking. But in 2026, Audi's taken a subtle yet serious turn in refining its executive sedan and there's more going on here than just a facelift. Starting right up front, you're met with a grille that no longer looks like it's trying too hard. Audi's kept the signature single frame, but it's been slimmed, sharpened, and darkened, giving the car a more confident, less caricatured face. The headlights, razor sharp, with updated HD matrix LED tech. They're not just brighter and smarter, they actually adjust their beam based on traffic and road conditions, in real time. Pretty sci-fi, but also super functional. You'll also notice new vertical air intakes flanking the lower fascia, giving the front end a bit more bite without falling into boy racer territory. Swinging around to the side, proportions are everything, and the A6 nails it. The roofline flows like a coupe, but without sacrificing rear headroom. Wheel arches are subtly flared, and depending on trim, you're riding on anything from sleek 19s to aggressive 21-inch alloys that actually manage to fill the wells without looking oversized. The beltline is crisp, almost surgical, and there's minimal chrome, which, honestly, keeps the whole thing feeling more modern and understated. The door handles are still traditional pull types. No gimmicky pop-outs here, and thank God for that. Out back, things stay clean. The taillights now get Audi's full-width OLED treatment, which doesn't just look cool, it can actually change its lighting signature depending on your drive mode. Subtle animation when you unlock it, a little more aggression when you switch to dynamic. The rear diffuser's been restyled too, and the exhaust tips, real. Thank you very much. No fake trim pieces or tucked under pipes. Say what you see is what you get. Interior. Now step inside, and this is where Audi earns its paycheck. The cabin is, in a word, serene. Not flashy, not tech overkill, just balanced. You've got a dual screen setup, a crisp 10.1-inch upper infotainment display and an 8.6-inch lower screen that handles climate and comfort functions. Both are fast, intuitive, and now have improved haptic feedback, which means they actually feel like buttons when you tape them. The Virtual Cockpit Plus is standard across the range now, and it's still the gold standard for digital gauge clusters, navigation overlays, customizable layouts, crisp animations. It's the kind of interface that makes you wonder why anyone else is still struggling. Materials, top shelf, soft touch everything, real aluminum or open port wood depending on the spec. And now even more eco-conscious options using recycled materials that somehow don't feel like recycled materials. Audi's nailed the ambient lighting too, not overdone, just enough to give the cabin a sense of occasion after dark. The seats, adjustable in a dozen ways, heated, cooled, massaging, and if you take the right options, wrapped in Velcro leather that feels like it was plucked straight out of a Bentley's playbook. Performance space-wise, the A6 hits that sweet spot. Plenty of rear legroom even for taller passengers, and the trunk is wide, deep, and not awkwardly shaped like some of its hybrid rivals. Speaking of hybrids, a broken bar, let's talk power. In 2026, the Audi A6 lineup starts with the 2.0-liter turbo 4A, now with the mild hybrid system that helps smooth out the stop-start transitions and adds a touch of torque when you're pulling away from a light. It's good for around 260 horsepower, but the real star, at least for enthusiasts, is still the 3.0-liter turbocharged V6 in the A6 TFSI. That setup now pushes a healthy 375 horsepower and comes mated to a 48-volt mild hybrid system that helps with both acceleration and efficiency. Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive remains standard on the V6, and it's still one of the most seamless AWD systems in the business. Unobtrusive when you don't need it, confidence-inspiring when you do. There's also a plug-in hybrid variant, the A6 TFSI, which gives you around 50 miles of electric-only range thanks to a larger 22 kWh battery. It's great for city commuters who want to ditch the gas pump Monday through Friday but still take long trips and weekends. Acceleration is brisk thanks to instant electric torque, and Audi's tuning makes the transition between gas and electric nearly imperceptible. Now, driving dynamics. The A6 is no backroad carver, and it doesn't pretend to be. What it offers instead is composure. The steering is light but accurate, especially with the optional dynamic all-wheel steering, which makes tight city turns effortless and high-speed lane changes feel planted. The adaptive suspension soaks up bumps with grace, and even on 21-inch wheels, the ride is closer to S-Class supple than sport sedan stiff. Sure, if you want razor-sharp thrills, a BMW 5 Series with the M Sport Pack still has the edge. But for most drivers, the A6 hits the luxury sweet spot dead on. Let's talk numbers. The 2026 Audi A6 starts at around $58,000 for the base premium trimmed with the 2.0-liter engine. Step up to the 3.0-liter powered A6 TFSI and you're looking at about $66,000 before options. The plug-in hybrid lands somewhere in the middle, just over $63,000, and if you want the fully loaded prestige trim with every bell and whistle, you're staring down the barrel of $75,000, easy. But here's the thing. The value's actually there. You're getting a cabin that rivals cars $20,000 more expensive, tech that's years ahead of the competition, and a drive that's quiet, confident, and composed. So, who's this car really for? It's not for the attention seeker. It's for the executive who wants to glide under the radar, the commuter who wants luxury without flash, the tech-savvy driver who cares about function over flair. The A6 doesn't scream for attention, but drive it for a week, and you'll find yourself whispering back, "This might just be all the car I actually need." And that wraps up our review of the 2026 Audi A6. If you liked what you saw, drop like and hit that subscribe button. We've got more reviews coming your way that cut through the noise and get to the truth of what it's like to actually live with these machines. Have questions? Drop them in the comments. We read every single one. Until next time. This is Car Flash, where the only thing we worship is the road ahead. See you in the next one.